that's right, fine. Hi, this is DarkFox127 and welcome to another Caranthir Tower Reborn live stream. This is going to be the last live stream for a few days. I'd say, what, 4 or 5 days actually, and now I think about it, because I am going away. So I'm going to hopefully make this super long. It was a touch and go whether I was actually doing one or not, but it turns out I've got the time now, so I might as well go ahead and show whatever I'm doing right now, which I actually have no idea. I think I'll pick up sort of where I left off earlier on when I was messing around. I have been doing all sorts of linking up. In the last live stream I linked together all of my... Let me just check this is running right. I know what this is like. I sort of was starting to link up things, making recipes, getting all the craft stuff ready so that you can build this place up. And earlier on I was thinking about the best way of doing all of the crafting. Now it comes to say the Alchemy Lab here, I figured that you can, as I've mentioned before, you can either craft the stations yourself or get your Forge Master to create the craft stations, or you can, I figured that the other way might be magic. As for the middle here, I thought a good idea for this would be to actually plant seeds or something like that. So this lot will eventually grow, rather than have a sort of purchase thing where all these plants suddenly appear. That doesn't really make sense. So I want all this to sort of appear, and what I've been doing is linking this all together. So when you first walk in, it should be a load of dirt, which is something I think I'm actually going to go ahead and just test to get started. I'm just going to go in and I'm going to set some things to initially disabled and see if we can sort of get them up and running. Well, that looks a bit strange. That's quite bright on the one side, that effect. Kind of the wrong way. Let's take a look at that. Shouldn't matter which way it is. That's strange. Anyway. So yeah, I linked quite a lot up here. I think I've done like the wardrobes, I've done the bed, linked all this stuff up, the craft setup for the desk. I've been creating sort of little meshes for the inventory versions. In the last stream I mentioned, I think it was the last stream or the one before, I mentioned how you end up with getting things to face the right direction when they're in the craft menu. So I've been sorting that out. Now I think I will actually hop in game and see what's what. Hopefully this is all set up correctly this time again. So we can hop in game. Check that out. If it ever loads. There we go. Just hidden my stream away somewhere. There we go. I didn't disable markers, did I? Oh well. I'll go and have I'll have a nosy round to start with anyway. See what's what, see what I want to do. Of course, because I've got all the markers enabled, because if I want to go in and do sort of early screenshots, which I'm planning on shortly, then I don't want everything missing. Or have I? No, I must have done that earlier, but yeah, that's kind of weird. That's a bit of a mess at the minute. Looks like the grass is sort of enabled. This is all supposed to go and be sort of dirt and such, and then it will get replaced. And that's linked wrong. Got a big hole in the floor. That's not good. So I've also Eleanor has shown me a new resource, which is pretty good. Just a few extra things which are quite interesting. And what was it? Sort of these little wall alchemy wall chart things. Quite cool. What else do I need? And actually I can check the AI packages, because anyone that watched the last stream, you'll know that we're having quite a bit of trouble getting them to go to bed. I've fixed a lot of it, but getting them to go to bed and stuff. I've actually started a fair bit of cluttering around the place now. Let's think. Yeah, this is all going to look like a bit of a mess now. I've started doing all the craft setup and everything. So I think we'll head to the dorm. I'm just gonna cheat. Just gonna cheat my way into there. Ooh, that was weird. Re-nav meshed in here as well, because the nav meshing was terrible, so hopefully it's improved. Right, they're all eating, that's good. Right. Cool, that's that mean. So let's wait around until bedtime. Come on. 12 AM, they should be going to bed, and I don't think they are. They're just friggin' standing around again. Come on, guys, what is this about? I don't understand this. I'm gonna have to do what I said I'd try last time, and I'm gonna have to tell them to specifically use a bed, because this is getting a bit daft for some reason. They don't want to use it. I don't know if I can try and knock one over there and see if they wake the hell up. It's not a nav mesh thing, because I've redone the nav mesh. The chances of the nav mesh not working twice, they're very slim. Go on, shift. Go on. Get to bed. Might be something on the bed package itself. Possibly. Damn it. Never mind. So I'll check the packages out, and I'll just check those few problems we've had there. Alright then. I'll do the sort of enabling, disabling first, but here we go. I've got the markers sort of laid out now a lot. So initially disabled, planters is right. I think the grass is the one that wasn't done. Plants look to be disabled. Then we've got the grass there, get that initially disabled, and this was linked wrong. Shouldn't be linked to anything, that's better. Have a look. That one as well. I might do this now actually. I might just sort of disable everything. Then as I move through the tower, as I go back in testing, I'll know what I've still got to link up to stuff. That'll make more sense, won't it? So yeah, those are already usually disabled as well. Mannequins. Have I got a mannequins thing here? I think that'll already be initially disabled anyway. Those there. And those. Rugs, drapes. And all of these are now going to have to get disabled as well. And I've got to figure out a way that I'm going to have sort of rugs and such show up. I mean, I've got the whole crafting system, the purchase system. It's just figuring out the best way of getting the player to get the rugs and drapes. Now, I thought, usually what I did, what I did with Mershgoom is you'd have them sold at a vendor in Dawnstar, but in this case we're in the middle of nowhere, so I suppose you could use a tanning rack or something along those lines to make your fabrics. That'd be interesting. Maybe do that. The bed covers and such I've kind of gone ahead and done for now, linked to the bed, so that shouldn't be a problem. Then we just got these ones up here. And then the front ones are linked with the back, so I should only have to select these ones and disable all them. So they should be gone. That'll be gone. Gone as well. Disable these. There we go. Rugs. That's interesting. That means these, all the rugs around here can be linked up. Those are already initially disabled. They're linked with the actual proper rolled up rug setup. So let's get these and link them up. Thought that was the wrong one then. There we go. Alright, let's have a look. What else? This was going to be linked to something else, that was. Banners, I've not decided yet how they're going to be done. Then planters I need. So I'll show you the items. Where are we? So we go, got the mannequins. Had to make a whole mesh here, that was a bit fiddly, but I got it done in the end. So you'll see this sort of stuff in the craft menu. Hopefully that's not too large, or I might have to just sort of shrink it, do things that way. That'd be quite annoying actually. And then I've got like mage stuff, bed. This stuff will be able to show up in the craft menu, and hopefully it's all facing the right way. Large room cubes, display cases, mannequins, wardrobe, that's fine, that should be all good. Got little mage tallow candles there. Right, that's cool. And go to the dorm, see if there's anything else I want to link up. Whoa, not good. So yep, nav mesh is perfect, so not sure what's happening there. I think I'll create a mesh for the bed, for the dorms and such, which means I want to go into here, into here, into here, and I want to get rid of that one. Just going to change the colour. Although that's a dumb idea, because I can save on the mod size by going and doing this route. Dorm beds, make that 5 because a lot of them. Make that 2,000, something like that. Weight's fine, script, let's just confirm it, create new version. Double click on that, go into the script. I've actually added to this script since. I've added a load of enable stuff so I can enable multiple items if I need to. In this case, don't think that's really applicable. So we move these. Craft item is dorms bed, then enable, I need a marker for this, so let's get next marker. Oh, I didn't want it down there. CT ref. Dorms beds. Initially disable. Whoops. No, I don't want that. I can't click it. Save. Get that to show again. I want construction object. Get the bed there. Get disabled, don't need that. That one I do need to change. So I've got the dorms, change that to dorms. All that, hit, create new, yep. I didn't want that one. Just want to double check that. Create a new reference, sometimes it bounces back and does something else. So. And then I want to link these beds. These should all be single beds, I think. Didn't split these into parts. Any other general furnishings I'll just dump with them as well. Don't know whether to put the chests with them actually. See, I could do a different mesh and have like a little table there. It just separates it up, but if I hide them, technically that would lean up against that chest, so that should be fine. Okay, I'll link them to the marker for now. That one. That's drapes. These all need to be initially disabled. All this can be part of the furnishing for here, so. And then I'll do what I said I was going to do. Instead of making a new version, I'll just edit this one. Grab the frame, which will be here somewhere. Frame and frame trim, and nullify the textures. So I haven't got to make a new mesh. Because essentially all I'd have done if I made a new mesh is I would have just pretty much removed these parts anyway. So this saves on memory. Then what else? Change the colour. Which is this then? It's not them. It's probably this top. It's going to be red. For change. Oh, damn. That's not good. I keep selecting dark. I need to get rid of the dark one. That's probably something to moan at when it loads up. These dark textures, don't use those anymore. Storms, I'll separate those up. Okay. Then we've got the AI packages, which were all ballsed up, weren't they? So wardrobes here as well. Now, what can I do for these? I suppose what I could do is just have I could either have nothing there, which would look a bit plain, or I could have the doors just missing and everything inside them. I mean, what I can do in terms of the clothing items, those can appear as the NPCs, excuse me, as the NPCs are enabled, and the clothing for them. So all it is when you build the wardrobe is literally the wardrobe shows up. They could be broken, I suppose. Whoops. smashed up or something. These can sort of appear with this stuff as well, so select the banners and link that lot up, if it'll let me select them. Swing. Come on, you bastard. There we go. Right, got them. Troublesome things to select. Banners. Link them there. Let's look. AI packages. Pain in the arse. Pain in the arse when they don't want to play ball. I love doing sort of AI stuff, but when it doesn't make any sense, it's quite annoying. Actually, I'll go into each individual actor here. I'll just check the chat. Ah, nobody chatting. I think I know what that is. If the majority of people are getting dragged in from Wheezy's stream, sort of hosting, then the chat's probably going on over there. And this one, right. I think what I said last time is I shall give them each their very own sleep package instead of having a sort of universal one. But before I try that, I think I might just have a look at it, because this doesn't make sense. They ought to be able to sleep in here. CT dorms, furniture beds, locked doors, yes. Warm before closing. Locked doors we don't really need, so... really makes sense. Now wondering, don't really know. Hold on. What if I just search for something like a default sleep package and... What the hell? Need to add one. There we go. Sleep. Default sleep, edit location. What's all this set to? Pretty sure I haven't got anything wrong. Energy sleep. Weapons unequipped. Okay. Just go back in. Check the schedule. 0. It's 12. 8 hours. I mean, what they're doing is literally just standing there, so that's usually when they can't get somewhere for some reason or another. Which doesn't make sense. No combat alert. Combat is there. Beds don't have markers. Really? They should have markers. That is well noticed, actually. Thank you very much. That's very strange. That could bloody well explain a lot. I'd have been sat here forever trying this. I didn't even notice that. Thank you very much. You just saved me like a long time of idiocy. Ah dear. That's madness. They haven't, have they? That's a very good bloody point. Okay, I wonder if we can add them or if we're going to have to fiddle this. I bet what I did is I created them brand new instead of what I should have done, which is duplicate just like a noble normal bed. What a knob. Never mind. Okay then, so if we take a look at a normal bed, that's weird. Until there's just sleep 0 and sleep 1. Can't add anything that way. Never messed with these. That's interesting then. Let me see if I can find the original. see if I can find this. Let me think. It wouldn't be in there. It'll be in here. Meshes and Castle 2. Oh, I always have fun trying to find the beds in here. Where are we? For crying out loud. Every damn time. Interior, I should think it is. Every time. Guaranteed. Oh, that's the top part. Right. This should have a furniture piece, surely. There's the furniture marker node. So, what about my meshes themselves? Have they somehow messed up? Or do we have them? Furniture marker node's missing, that's interesting. Doesn't seem to be there. Well, that explains a lot then. I wonder if we can just get away with doing that. How many versions do I actually have here? I've got the covers, the frame, that one. That's that bit, that's that. Covers is technically what should have it. Yeah, I did do that right. I put the covers on. I think I know what's probably happened. Let's just try something first then. Let's first of all give this a shot. Cancel that out. Let's go to the normal noble bed double. Edit it. And just select the CT bed. Yeah, that's funky. So the whole bed won't have the markers, will it? So it's probably got to be that one. Then they'll appear. So covers. Okay. So that's the problem. I bet you the actual... I bet you the one in the mage quarters is absolutely fine because that was separated in that way. And then somehow I've completely ballsed up that entire mesh there that's used. Yeah, that one's got them. Which means... for some bizarre reason and somehow I managed to completely delete the markers, which shouldn't have happened. Whoops. So I'll just go back into my furniture and beds. Double 2 is not 1. Is that about then? Has that got the that hasn't got furniture markers. CT double bed 1 is what the beds in the dorms are using. What a ponce. Yep, double bed 1 if, in which case what I want to do, probably put these back together. The easiest way around this is that has, oh god, that made me jump, damn phone. That has the marker, right? So probably have to redo each of these now. That has the marker on it. That means that that's covers. We don't need the frame. Frame's pointless. That's like a full bed. This just needs the end pieces. So if that's all that needs, yep, just bang right in place there. That's fine. So that's CT double bed 1. That means save that as there. Hopefully we can get away with that. I have no idea how that's actually happened. So if I refresh this, it should add them in hopefully. There we go. Now they'll know how to use it. That's why they're just standing there. They've got nowhere to bloody sleep. They don't know how to get on them. Ah, now the funniest thing is, I remember sitting here looking at these beds and blatantly seeing the heads in the pillows slightly, because I think when they use them they're going to have their heads buried into it a little, but I think that's not necessarily a bad thing. Your head does sink into your pillow, so hopefully it won't look too funky. But I specifically remember staring at these and they should have been fine. So I don't know how that happened. Well spotted though. Thank you. That's weird. I haven't got the other piece, have I? Of course I haven't. Oh crap. Okay. Hold on. Just noticed that. That's like a separate part to it. Beds 01 over there. It's going to be on that one. Yep, that part. Copy that. Just going to name these. Sod it, that'll do. Do that, then what I'll do is refresh. Just check the collision on them as well. Refresh that. Definitely haven't got a lot of chatting going on. Oh, and that is strange, because now that's actually reset and put those right. That is just weird. Don't know what's going on. Never mind. Okay, so when we go in, they should actually be quite happy to go to bed now, and everything should work. I thought it a bit weird. I know it's a very large room, but I mean, they should be able to navigate around it fine. And in fact, before we actually go in or anything, I think that a good thing to do would be to place some idle markers around. That might be a nice thing to set up. Because, I mean, when it comes to their spare time, they kind of sit in the pool, which for now needs maybe disabling. Disable the water. What would be ideal there is having all of that linked to a marker for that lot. Yeah, I know I'm using like shit ton of X markers. It's just a lot cleaner. It's nice and easy to keep track of. So CTXRef. Just going to put pool. And then what we can do is double click on that. And there. Let's just link that up. These seats, now these are going to need separating. Okay, these are... What? Okay, I've seen it, Steam, no worries. Right, so these are going to need separating from the seats. I actually need invisible seats and then versions of these that don't actually have the seating parts on them, so. I can't stand Steam flashing at me. It's like, I have to click it. Right, edit this. Let's grab these. Wait. Better thing to do is, if I remember correctly, is marker. These are there. Bench pull. Let's just click is marker. That should do all of them. And then all we have to do is double click here, go edit base, create a static version. Copy that, go off there, go on to here. CT underscore static furniture. What did I actually call those? Bench pull. Bench pull, there we go. Create that. And that's bloody wrong now. Furniture doing blah blah blah, that should be fine, and change that. What if I put that to then? Just put that to normal sort of Duomo flooring, I think so. figure out which part of this is the seat. Make that doing flooring, that's fine. Nice. Then click OK, click on each of these. These need linking to the pool. Make sure that's done. I need to duplicate them, replace them. Untick that so we can get to the static version. Go CT static furniture. No, don't be a dick. Ugh. Let's just go CT static furniture here somewhere. Bed pool, click OK. Link those to the X marker but opposite, and what it'll be is those will actually be visible from the off, but the marker versions won't be, which is great. In fact, I probably didn't need to hit, oh bollocks, no, I didn't need to hit the ease marker part. I need to untick that. I need to actually keep that part. That's fine, no worries. Okay, that makes sense. The pool scripting thing is going to be fun, and I've got to decide how I'm going to do it. If I'm going to have like little sort of holes and such where the water fills through, have a tap or something, and then that all spills in. That'd be quite nice. Nobody in chat. I wonder if this is actually bugging out or... Make sure that's not screwed up. Right. So that's the pool set up correctly now. All that's going to need cluttering with just silverware, general silverware. Then I've got... what we got to do. I've still got that damn shrine to do. I think we tried that and the praying part worked fine. And then what I need to do is a script for the actual table where you click on the table and it keeps swapping the drapes. That table's actually going to need to be an activator. So I might as well just do that out of the way. God, cannot type today. Although the keyboard's a bit of an awkward angle. Actually, yeah. Call that shrine and put that as change. So that'll be like change shrine. What would I put actually? I could put cycle shrines. I don't know. I might change it. Leave that for now. Yeah, you'll notice that when it's having to replace something with anything, rather than the same type item, it's got a lot more things to search through. So what happens is it sits there for a long time. However, one little trick that you can do rather than sitting there staring at a blank screen is, you might have noticed I was typing even when I told it to replace and it was still searching through items. Even though you can't see it, it's kind of there, and how you type in sort of drop down boxes and it starts to find its way to whatever you're typing in. You can do that while it's loading, and then by the time it loads, it's pretty much, as long as you're accurate with your typing, it's found the item, if that makes sense. So cool little trick just to save some time so you ain't got to fanny around. Right, the oven was an interesting one. I haven't finished building it yet, so I'm not going to link anything, but what I'm going to do with the oven... This phone's going out the window. What I'm going to do with the oven is just have that there to begin with, because it's such a big built thing that it's not something that you create. It's sort of built into the structure. So that'll just already be there when you show up, but it'd be a bit mashed up, so you'll have to replace the grills or something, and you'll have to just fix the oven in a way. But the way I'll do it is, again, in case the player's not really skilled in fixing things, making stuff, you'll have to get the Forge Master if you don't have the skills to fix it yourself. So, and again, there's going to be other ways, hopefully, of doing it. In terms of fires, I had a nice idea. What I've usually done with fireplaces and such is I've let the player click on them and add firewood. This time around, what I'm going to do is, because it's a mage tower, it's all magical, I'm going to let the player be able to still use the firewood option, or you'll be able to just hit it with flames or something and light it up with magic. So let's just get these bloody emails out of the way, shall we? Let's have a look. Probably, yeah, just new followers. Thanks to everyone who is starting to follow me now, by the way. It's quite funny because I was watching Wheezy's stream earlier on, and I just said like hi, and then everyone was like hello, hello, and then all of a sudden I got like 3-4 emails for like following you, following you, following you. I was like, oh no, getting attacked with emails now, but it's good. So, yep. That still looks too blank to me. I might hang some stuff up in there. No, that's it. I wasn't going to hang them up in there because technically they'd have to be cooking at the same time then as well. It's a bit... No. I need something just shoved up there out of the way. Something to fill that in. All plates, stuff on the other shelf. The dining tables are pretty much set up. You saw that. The food is going to be linked with the whole cooker being fixed. So I will put cooker fixed marker now. It's all about just getting things linked up. Things are slowly progressing. It's getting to the stage where bits of the tower can actually be fully finished soon. So, but it is still a way off. Because, I mean, testing is going to be... testing is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to put cooker. Oven fixed. And by default, it isn't. But I'm not going to link anything cooker wise to it at the minute. I'm just going to link all this food to that. So... I managed to make them plates with like the forks from Insanity and stuff. They're actually like A yield forks and such. If you really zoom in, they're kind of a funky colour, but they're quite nice. And I've just made that one mesh with the plates and like the forks and knife and stuff, which is really cool. But then you can actually pick up the items as you saw in the last stream. So it's a nice mix between static and movable items. So you're not going to be able to completely clear the table. So even if you take all the food, it'll still look reasonable. Because there are hoggers who just want to pick everything up. Or just destroy everything. I mean, you know. So that should be all the food, and link that up. So only when the oven is fixed, you'll really be able to have any food on there, which makes sense. So what's going to happen for the time being now when we're testing the packages, they're going to be sitting down eating. There's not going to be anything in front of them, but it doesn't matter. It's all testing stages now and half set up things. So hey, there we go. Hope you're happy. Had to sign up for this damn thing. It's okay. It's like such a green. I couldn't like catch the actual name. Right. Honestly, I don't think Twitch is a good streaming service at all, but it's the most popular one and the only one that I'm going to have any hope of actually getting anybody on, so that's why I'm using it. It is it's just a popular brand somehow, so okay then, so I've set all those up, got all that, still got to do a bit there. This is going to be, I think I've done all the clothing now, haven't I? Yep. I've got to do some clothing for the mage quarters, and I had an idea originally, but I think I'm going to scrap it because it's a bit limiting. It's a bit limited, it'd be annoying. It was going to be basically like there was going to be different stages of armor, sets of armor. So you'd have low level armor and medium level, high level armor shoved into the wardrobe, and as you progress through the game, an extra armor set appears in the wardrobe. But that'd be just annoying because it wouldn't look as nice and cluttered all the way up to like level God knows what, and it'd have been a bit silly. So instead, what I'm going to do with the wardrobe, which is much more sensible, is I'm going to have male and female versions, and you'll be able to switch it. Or better yet, it's going to detect your character's gender as you enter the tower, and it's going to set it appropriately. Well, not as you enter the tower. I might have to do a separate script for the enabling of the bedroom and such. And what it will do is, as soon as you create the bed, it will set up the wardrobe correctly for your gender. Now, if people, for some reason, I don't know why anybody would have a random sex change in the middle of their game save, but people will be people. So I'll have to set something up that people can do if for some amazingly odd reason they decide to have a sex change halfway through their game save and they've already enabled the wardrobe to be one gender. So I'll have to have something. But there we go. And be like, my wardrobe is male, I have changed to a female. This does not look right at all. So the wardrobe, let's get these disabled. All of this stuff. Now I think this will be just straight out. Actually, why this is going to work is quite odd. I can't have an enable parent for these. I can have an enable parent for all the stuff at the bottom, but the clothing items themselves, if they're going to link up to a script where they're going to dynamically change, then they're going to have to just be initially disabled. So what I'll do, I won't bother with the clothing items in there at the minute. I'll just link these up. That'll be better. I'll get all these wardrobe doors out of the way so I can see what the hell I'm doing. One more over here, I think. I've just realised. It's like I've just selected all those I haven't actually got a marker to link them to. And in fact, no, each one's going to have a marker. I'll put a marker next to each of them. And that can be for each actor. I'll put them behind the bed somewhere. So that one is Khajiit, so CT Ref X, what was his name? Jothan, I think I've called him. Yeah. So we got Jothan's marker. I'm not going to initially disable these for the minute because the actors will also be linked to them. Arkvon, Orbel, Sodar. So this one's our librarian, Arkvon. Yeah, this is sad. So I have to get this X marker just right. There we go. CT Ref X. Where's the Arkvon? Let's have a look. Just drag another marker in there. Jumped out my bloody skin again. Jesus. CT Ref X, and who's this one for? Oh, Bell. And another marker. What's this one? Green Orc Sodar. Sodar. Get me another Sodar. Got to change his name. It'd be too much trouble now. All his references are named after him. Solid. Got character. Right. It's not the setting up of the actual clothing that's the problem. It's just how to give them the option. Whether I do it in the MCM system, whether I just leave in the automatic system. Maybe it can check each time you go in the tower. Actually, it can probably be all automatic, so you haven't got to mess with menus. I can probably do it that way. Just the oh no. Yeah, I think I am going to make like a separate craft script for the beds, because it's got so much to actually enable for the beds. It's quite crazy. It's going to be about 15 references that individually need enabling. Right. Okie. Oh, excuse me. Okie dokie. Drink a sec. So I'm linking these to the markers now, aren't I? Link those up. Another email. That one. One more. Link them. Did I link those ones just to the right marker? I'm sure that I did. Yeah, they're linked to Jothan. They shouldn't be. They should be linked to this one. There we go. And those ones. That one. Right. That's cool. That's all coming together nicely. So those all need initially disabling. And what I'll have to do is give them references too. So if I select all of them, disable them all, and then give each a reference. This one's going to be blacksmith, so. And this one's his. It's his armor. It's his chill outfit. That's his work outfit. This one is Arbella. That one's her armour. That one's her chill. And then her work outfit too. Archon. That's his armour, although it's not really armour. There you go. The work. There we are. And this one is Caranthir's armour. I've just clicked on his work, haven't I? Gone the other direction. That's his chill, and that's his armour. Which has just bugged me because there's no capital letter. That will just annoy me no end. There we go. That's better. So they're all linked. Well, they're not linked, but you know what I mean. They're all referenced now. I just have to figure out what I'm doing with the wardrobes for enabling those and such. And also set a shrine script, other stuff, all good. So what we want to do, we want to see if they can go to bed and see if we can start crafting things. Check everything's sort of set up correctly. Build that up, do that. Forge area is going to be very, very interesting. This is going to be awesome. This is obviously when you first come down here, this is where you're going to spend a fair bit of time if you're creating everything yourself. You're certainly going to be spending a fair bit of time in here. But when you first show up, obviously the majority of the tower is going to be built by yourself or your forge master. But the first thing you're going to have to do is actually get the forge up and running. So it's not going to be literally just hit it with flames. There's going to be a few steps that I'm hoping to make the player have to do to get this place up and running. So need to get a lot more clutter on there. I need a load of tools hanging up on there. These mats need to be a bit more epic. Right, that one is there. Is that better? More clutter I need. It needs to be a lot more detailed. That's going to need working. I have an idea. If I can script it correctly, if I understand the new scripting I've found correctly, I might be able to get that to do stave recharging, staff recharging. Do a load of staves. And it should then also be able to be compatible with any staff mod. Automatically. No problem with patching or any of that crap. So... right. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. This needs to be yeah, I need next marker. Set valves up. Put that one next to that valve. Now, is that an activator? It is an activator. Okay, so you'll be able to turn it, but then the other version is going to have to be different. It's got an enable parent. I'm going to duplicate that, double click it, set as opposite, edit it. Create new version and also do this. Ah, wrong. Totally wrong. That fooled me, that did. What I want to do, nullify that. That doesn't give away the whole idea for it, then I don't know what. Right. I have to wait a while with this course. What I want is that this time. So this is the broken one. Whoops. A bit crazy with the camera there. Let's do that. So I'm going to have a few steps. One of the steps obviously is you're going to have to find the valves in the tower somewhere. The valves are going to be snapped off, so you're going to have to fix those. And then obviously you're going to have to turn the valves to get the whole thing up and running, get the forge spitting, all the lava and such. And then what I might have is when you go to turn the valve for the first time, so you've gone to all the crappy effort of getting the valves put back on, and then you'll realise that you turn it and nothing bloody happens. So that would be cool. Bit tricky, but yep, I'll do that. So then there'll be another step of getting it going, and then eventually you'll be able to turn them valves. You'll see it start to spit out lava, and then it'll slowly fill up as well. So I suppose that will come down first. A few seconds later, this will fill up. A few seconds later, it'll all appear here, and then the lighting will start to get brighter. Hopefully, if I can do that kind of thing, that'd be awesome. That'll work nicely. Don't seem to have the usual going on here, so yep, had no problem accessing the workbenches this time around. That one's got all the stuff on it. That's something I was going to do, wasn't it? I was going to have it so that you could actually use 2 workbenches, so I was going to put 2 into here, wasn't I? I'll do that another time. Actually, I'm not going to mess with it just yet in case we screw it up when we want to test what we've got now. So that's nice. Right. Now, what else? Forward all that set. Got the library. Now, did we make... I think we did, didn't we? Yeah, we made a constructible object for most everything. Okay, I'll just take a look at the library. Library is one that's not really going to need a lot doing. It's just going to be the main furnishing in here, I should think. Maybe the creation of the glass cases and such. So, what I was also thinking is if it takes time. I mean, when you're crafting yourself, it's going to make a certain amount of hours pass. So say you have to create a whole wardrobe, it's going to take you 3-4 hours. So that'll pass. And I thought, well, it's going to be the cheating and more easy option if you're able to just ask the Forge Master to create something straight away and it happens. So what I was thinking is instead, whenever you ask the Forge Master to create something, he'll have to basically go off and make it. And not only will that take him a while to create, but you also won't be able to ask him to make anything else, because logically you wouldn't be able to go, okay, I need you to make this. That's not going to work. And then 4 hours after he's built the whole fucking tower. That wouldn't make any sense. So what I need for it to be is 1 or 2 tasks at a time. So he's going to be able to, going to be wandering around the forge. speak to him and be like, yeah, what do you need? And then you'll be like, okay, I want you to make these wardrobes. He'll be okay, give me 4 hours or something kind of thing. 4 hours later, you'll get a little notification. It'll be like, your wardrobes are now ready in the mage quarters or whatever. And then the forge master will be available to create something else. That's what I want it to do. So that would be awesome. And that will give you 2 options. You've got your other ways of doing things, growing the alchemy lab, fixing up the forge, getting it up and running yourself by finding items, unpacking old equipment like the tanning rack and the grindstone. And I want to have a number of collectibles about the tower as well. So I want a few things that the player has to do when they first get there, and plenty to discover even after they've done stuff. So, and plenty to keep them coming back. Not just coming back to store stuff and wander off again. That's the plan, anyway. So, fair bit to do, really. Good stuff. This needs something else. Now, I've started going around and doing a bit of structural design and just changing these horrible bloody things out. And I think I'm going to change these masks to maybe a wooden thing. Would do. What do I need? What do I need? Table. I've been using these. Fact, best thing to probably do, which would be much easier, is I think I've clicked the wrong cell. Oh no, I haven't got the right one. Good stuff. Right. So I'm just going to idle these. Yeah. I know what I've done there. Then I'm going to go back to the library. There we go. Well, what was that? Okay. Right, and change these over. See, I thought at first I might be reusing the table too much, but if it goes into certain sections of the structure, like under windows and such, it just looks like it's part of the architecture, which is better. So if we spin this round, might get away with 2. That'll be great. Well, I haven't got to mess with that one then. Obviously, where I've dragged that from just, I didn't need the whole thing going across. Can you bastard? There we go. Right. Ah, soddy now. That's actually got to come out more, hasn't it? So, no, looks like I kind of do need that third one. No matter. What I'll do is duplicate it, spin it. Hopefully. Whoops. With a bit of luck. It's got to go lower. If I just got away with that, I think I have. Yep, that's fine. This could be awkward. This could be very awkward. Sort of playing this by eye, really. can maybe go up to there. That would be okay, but that lower down. It needs to sort of curl off. Looks a bit crap. Just don't like them pedestals, really. Make it more like a very small windowsill. Is more or less what I want to do with it. Just see how that works. These I'm going to change to wooden. I'm going to try and create a wood texture for them. Those I could maybe place somewhere else. Maybe on the one over here I can move them to. Because these books are useless, so I can put something else. There's not a lot going on in the middle, so I can actually put another stand or something. Or, I mean, they could go over here. Stuff could go on here. Got plenty of room. These two here can be changed over anyway. Look crappy anyway. Not a lot going on them. So I'll move these at some stage. I'll leave them there for the minute, but that should do. And what I'll do is, I was actually having trouble just putting anything on here, cluttering this. So this lot can go. Whoops. And I'll do the same thing. Got some new clutter for this and stuff now anyway, so new resources I can try out. What is that? Drag this. I don't know how this is going to snap to grid. Oh, that's just perfect. That just helped out knowing that did. So don't want to be messing with this again. It's just helped that take a fraction of the time that has. That's probably about it right there. That's like a little window, so I think that looks quite nice, very unique. See, I'm just trying to get that blend of wood with the Dwemer stone, and you'll notice I get rid of all the gold. I don't like the gold because it's not meant to be technically made by the Dwemer, so let's just refresh, get that fireplace showing properly. Don't you friggin' dare. There we go. My kit very rarely crashes unless I've got a very heavy mod going. That shouldn't happen. Okay. Here we go. Nothing down there. That's technically where the lobby is. These can go really. I don't actually need them down there. Anything that can go might as well. It's the library coming together nicely. And I think I mentioned on one of the other streams I want to just clutter the hell out of this with books, so I'm going to need to get a good variation of sort of towers of books and such. That's pretty good. Library's done there. Not going to link any of the library just yet. I've got to decide how that's going to happen. Utility lobby. Lobby's not actually done, so I think we'll just try it out, see what we can craft, what we can do with it. And we'll be away. Tick that off. Load that up. Any time this week would be fabulous. There we go. Okay, let's start at the apex because that's where the majority of changes have taken place, really. Oh dear, Skyrim is not responding. Give it a time. Give it time. Still got movement on the cast, so. There we go. Windows. Right. That's still not right, is it? Surely, or is that dirt? I don't know. That's more like grass still. Not sure why that is. Might be linked the wrong way. The planters shouldn't be there. You'll notice the design on the planters isn't there. That's all mashed up sort of thing. This isn't disabled yet. It's quite a bit still to sort out. These need to be sort of static as well. Well, it's going to be sort of like partially there, just mashed up, old tower like everything was ripped out, or it's just been mashed up kind of thing. There's nothing hanging, nothing at all. Spacer there we need to get rid of. I want more broken tables and stuff like lying around, and a few items on the floor that you might find prior to fixing it all up. Don't need that out, and that chair isn't linked. Nor is that. That's weird. I've linked that stuff up, I swear. So that bed's fine. No problem with that. This lot should be initially disabled too, so just gonna nip back out and check a few things over. I'm not gonna put the screen back on. This is only gonna take a second or two, so unless this messes me about. There we go. Actually, I might as well. I might be here for a little while. It's quite a lot that's just not linked for some reason. That is being a pain. This is trying to select stuff like underneath, and it is damn annoying. It's like them big waterfalls have a massive collision around them, and it picks that up rather than this stuff. Dust and everything. We're just selecting everything apart from what we want. So that's initially disabled. That's all linked to that. That will need that to be enabled. Go down here. Then we've got the spacer and such. There was just one up here, which I can understand how I missed it actually. I didn't want that under hide. Nope, not having it. It's irritating. So that needs to link to this. Alchemy lamps. For some reason this grass is all wrong. I'm not getting that. Grass should be initially disabled. Correct. What it is, you'll see there's this sort of dirt here. So if I just hide all of the moss mounds, those are supposed to be linked to this as an enable parent. So I check that. Then I'll go to all of the dirt. And the dirt is supposed to be the opposite. as you can see. So when we look at the dirt, I'm not sure if that's very dirtish at all. It is what it is. Okay. We'll check that over. It's fine. Anything else that there was? Let's get out another shot. If the whole dirt thing doesn't work this time, then it has to be that for some unknown reason it's not quite changing the texture set, or not quite looking how it should. Probably just doesn't look like it's supposed to. For some reason it looks more like grass, and I don't know why. And that's actually something I won't be able to enable yet because I haven't set up like the growing thing. Things should mostly be disabled up here now. Ah, those will need disabling too. All of those. Bed's still not disabled, okay. This is weird. That's why. So obviously, as you can see there, if the bed won't be able to be crafted before the wardrobes are, which would be pretty obvious. These things I'm going to want to charge as well. That'll be haha! I've got an idea for that now. That's interesting. Okay, we'll go to the forge anyway and try the things that we have got, like the wardrobe and such, which will be fine. Okay. Also see if they go to bed soon. So that's going to be turn the valve. That one will work. This is where we want to go. Furniture, dorms, beds. Those could do with tilting then maybe. Thought I might need to do that. But that looks very good. Apart from the bottom, but never mind. Mannequins. That table set looks fine. Then we've got display cases, wardrobe. That's turned out okay. Craft wardrobe. That's obviously not linked to the wardrobes disabled setup. Might link to something else. Display seems right. Desk seems fine. Mannequins fine. Dorm beds fine. Good job I've done the dorms actually, otherwise they're not going to have anything to sleep on. And it's still not going to work. And I shall just do that to get to the dorms for now. So you can see the water's down, these seats aren't available, and we needed to go about and place some idle markers too. Right. Preferred paving is going to be pretty important now then around the edges of here, because I don't really want them cutting through the middle of there. That's something I was worried about. Especially if the water's on, they're going to end up going through here and getting soaked and going to bed. That's good. Be nice if the lighting could dim too. So you can see the food's not there, dining tables shouldn't be either. This will all get set up in time. Got that collision on getting sorted out anyway, so slowly getting there. And you aren't going to bed. Why the hell aren't you going to bed? Somehow he's stuck.
Speak quickly.
Think I know why. Redone some nav meshing, so that might be the reason why he's not going anywhere. Flat. Yep. And the lobby. Ah, the texture for this I needed to do. I need to make that separate. Okay. That's interesting. Gonna do that before I forget. No symbol. Let's see, where are we? It's going to be the easiest thing to do. Now the texture. Textures, architecture, winter hold. Where are we? That it, I do believe. That's weird. Swear I'm missing a load of textures for some reason. Shouldn't be. Shouldn't be missing. Very strange. Either way, I'm going to need the high res ones. So what I'll do, BSA opt. What's in that one? Textures, no, it's not that one. That one. Architecture. Winter hold. It should be in there. Let's try the main one then. Yep, there's a lot more in there. That's it, so that'll have to unpack to the usual folder. This could cause trouble actually, because then it's going to try and overwrite the high res stuff, which is annoying. So I think the best thing to do maybe to unpack that somewhere else, thinking about it, but now it's stuck. Got a better idea. And I'm not sure what it's doing. I'm going to have to leave that to do its thing for a while. So I've got that symbol. That needed initially disabling, so I'll check that. Then I've got my meshes here. It's going to just tilt those. Oh, I had them in the got separate versions, haven't I? Of course I have. To do it, best way of doing it. Let's try a main piece first. Oops. About 20 should do. Minus, yep. That's annoying, that's minus 35 then. Or is it? No, it isn't. Minus 20. Kind of looks crazy, but I know what I'm doing. So it's on the inventory version, so these are probably going to need moving up. And save that. See if BSA Opt wants to play ball. Yep, kind of. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to unpack that. Hopefully it's going to bug me about overwriting. If not, I'm probably going to have to go ahead and do the damn high-res texture packs again. But anyway, I'll be able to get this here. Should see this appear. All this for just one damn texture. It's from Eleonora's own resource. She uploaded it quite recently. So if you want like that Winterhold symbol, the nice pretty one, it's like the Winterhold window, then you can check out Eddie's resource. That's where that's from. So is that unpacked or not? Which is crazy because it's not even here. It's like it isn't actually unpacking everything, which is not good. And then it's just getting stuck back in this stupid state. Ah, crying out loud. I'll have to do that later on then. Leave that wretched thing. That's annoying. Oh, mallet. Right. Yeah. Probably make this stream a lot shorter than I planned, to be honest, actually, because a bit out of inspiration. I don't feel like doing too much more at the minute. And I'll be taking a few days break away from everything anyway, so I'll come back fresh. And yep, that was linked fine. It's gonna load. Right. Let's just see what is up with this damn thing, because that did not make any sense why that did not unpack that. See, I think it like ticks them out as if to say these are now there. But they blatantly aren't. Ah, is that where it's outputted them to? That's annoying. It should have gone into... Ah, bloody hell. Okay, we found it then. Never mind. And that's good because it hasn't overwritten anything. That's fine. Here we go. That's what it should be. It should have all this now. That's the one. No, it isn't. That one, that one, that one, that one. Those are the ones that we want. So all I've got to do is keep separate versions of these so that window redo texture mod thingies don't balls it up. Structure technically. So put it in there. Winterhold symbol underscore, actually no, it's just normal, that one. Or is it? What one was that? That was just normal. Right, then that one is the normal map. That one is 02. That one is EM. And then what I can do is swap these out. It's going to hold normal, and it's got a window in an M. That's that part. And then that one is just Winterhold floor. That's fine. Save that as my own version. In MISC, Winterhold symbol, yes. Close that. Close those. That can go off. That can close. That can load. That can go. Check chat. And then the symbol. point it at my own. Save. There we go. That's one problem solved that I didn't remember to do last time. So there we go. Right. Really have got to have a think of how I'm going to get a lot of the stuff enabled and such. The one thing I do want to get put into here now though are these wonderful things from Oblivion, which Insanity's recreated. These Welked stone thingies, however you pronounce it. Not only has he brought them back in, but he's also done different colours, which is nice. So, what colours do we have? Green. Like an orangey one. What I want to do is open it up and see how that's changed. I think it's literally the textures, if I remember correctly, which is good news. Where is it? So you can see there's a lot more resource in here than I had before. This is all that changes. That means I'm going to need a more red version of this. So take it these 1024s, yep. Didn't want that. What is it I want? I'm going to kind of want like a blue and orangey one, I suppose. I think what we've got an orange, haven't we, really? So I want a more blue one closer to Magicka, really. And how many variants has he actually got here anyway? That's blue, that's your orange one. That's your green one. Really, I don't need to do that. I just need to point at the right ones. Okay then. So if I just have stone one and then texture set stuff over the top. Those are the normal ones. Those ones I think I want to use. Yeah. Form. Okay, so if you use that. And have a standard one, so green. Good stone. And that would be awesome. Technically, what are they? I suppose I'll just put them in clutter. It's probably the best thing for now. Their value, what were they worth? About 50, I think it was. This is, times have gone on a bit, so I'm going to say 75. And their weight can be 1. Not going to weigh an awful lot, really. Yeah, that'll be fine. Click that. And then we'll see if we can get different colours. So what we are going to want to do is check the mesh. Mesh of it, make sure we know what we're doing. Whoops, didn't want that. Here we go. Now then. That I'm not interested in. The stone I'm interested in. Take it's a fairly simple setup. Back and click on that one. That one there. Is that the normal? That's the normal. We do need a blue one then. I was going to say that's weird. Let's edit that then. Let's make our own. About there he's right. Save it as a DDS and I'll dump it into my own. So clutter. Just want a blue one, and then I'm going to make my own version of the orange. Did that have an alpha channel? No, it didn't. How did that actually save that just? Yep, I don't want an alpha. Don't need an alpha channel. I could have made it look terrible then. About there should do the trick. Save that and make it a yellow one. And then point toward my own stuff, mostly. So where are we? Clutter, blue, whoops. Then we need to go back through to insanities. And that is that one. That's it, I think. And then just make a yellow version. There we go. Ah, making a hash of it. Where the hell's L gone? There we go. Click OK. That. Oh God, what the hell happened to that? It's like still greenish. Damn it. Hoping that wasn't the case. Okay, let's just see what the blue one looks like a moment. Now I know why he has still got different versions. The blue we might get away with, actually, that's fine. And I might just use his orange one instead. So make a new version, do that, go for an orange and that. To orange. See what that happens when we use one of his other ones. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, now I know why then. Fine. Need to use a different one. Got away with the blue somehow. The orange. It's like the vertex colours and stuff, I think. But might as well just use that. It's a lot easier. Create new form. What are we making it from? The blue version, yes, create new form. That's fine. Then we have these. Hopefully they've also got Havoc. Collision Havoc. They should have all that. So I'm going to test that. Test it out. Let me see. I've got an idea here. What you used to do in Oblivion with these things is they used to be sat on top of things and in little holders, and you used to have to shoot them out with an arrow. So that's what I'm going to look at doing here. I'm going to put one on top of here, and then I'm going to shoot it off with an arrow. Should go with the blue one. Whoa, I thought that might happen then. What that means that if we set this not to Havoc settle, as soon as we hit this thing with an arrow, it should force it to just ping out. And what I'm going to do to make sure it doesn't budge is just add the Havoc script on as well. This is useful for making sure that items don't move at all, but you don't want to use it on too many items in one cell. Just check these emails. Yeah, a lot of people starting to follow. Thank you very much. What am I trying to ask? Okay. Random. Right. Make sure that's saved. So check how that bed looks on the craft menu. Other thing just to check as well is why the librarian was unable to go anywhere. And I haven't nav meshed that section, so that'll be why. Just going to do this rough, I'm not going to do anything special here. Just going to nav mesh a path for him so he can at least navigate the tower. So doesn't need to be amazing. Pop back in game. Okay, apparently there's a lot of chat trouble, so I think there's a few issues with Twitch today. So I don't know whether it's like people aren't just chatting much at all, or whether the chat's actually knackered up on getting warnings by the looks of it. So weird. And then what is it? Apex. Let's go up and try and shoot that welted stone off. Bed should be disabled as well now. So... oh, Christ. Yeah, main bed and covers. Oh, God. I'm just going to keep messing that up. I'll keep forgetting how to link things up because that's all split up. Never mind. Doesn't really matter. Oh, well. Oh, dear. Nope, sticking into it, which is totally wrong. That's like the material type, I think. I wonder if we can blow it down. Take a look. You bastard. That is not freaking right. We can take it. If this doesn't actually have any havoc, that's a damn shame. Oh, it has got havoc, it just wouldn't pop out. That's weird. There might be a way of getting that button in. That's cool. Bet they look cool in the inventory. That's awesome to have that. That is really awesome. Only thing I've just noticed is as well the colour on the bottom piece. That's going to have to change. So that's still green. It should be blue. She's blown everything off the side. So let's see if the bed looks right in the craft menu at least, and go on to going to bed. Slowly progressing, things are starting to work. What the hell am I doing down here? Crafting on it. That's good. So that starts tilted rather than just like that. And the beds. Wardrobes. Oh yeah, the wardrobes link was wrong as well. But yeah, that's coming together fine now. Bit more clutter in the forge, really mess it up a little bit, and then clutter-wise that should be done. Just going to go to the dorms. Should be able to use them, but they are there. They should be disabled as well. So let's just wait around and see if that says cycle shrines. It won't do anything yet, of course. I've got a script on it. Oh. Okay, so come through the portal. He's going that way. Or she's, sorry. And he's able to get here now, so that's cool. Kind of funny that they've all got double beds, so yeah, they're not all sort of using. Yep, wicked. So that will probably do. For some reason that's all still there. I think I may have accidentally linked that armour piece. But, yep. And that'll probably do it for this stream. So getting a bit of a headache and such. So. Yep, all good. Okay then, so thank you those of you that have been sort of new following me, those of you that have joined me live today. You can check out my antisocial website, it's my main website. I'll be posting some stuff when I come back from a short holiday, which will be a few days. So I'm going to hopefully get some images up, get more of this done, and stream again then.